and welcome back to another video. And today someone asked in the comments for a tutorial for my little lizard here. So I know a lot of people have already done tutorials on this lizard, but I really wanted to do a tutorial because I feel like some tutorials aren't just that easy to follow. So I'm going to try my best to make it easy as possible. So we will be going over the supplies you need right now. The materials you'll be needing for this craft today is a pair of scissors, needles. I recommend 2, or you can use 1, or you don't even need needles. Needles just makes it a lot easier, but these are crochet needles. You will also be needing some sort of key ring, some sort of thread. You can use any kind of thread you want, but I will be using embroidery thread, and of course your candy beads. If you want, you can experiment with this with any other kind of bead. I don't care. You're also going to need clear nail polish, but I do not have that on hand right now. I don't know where my clear nail polish is gone, but the clear nail polish is optional. If you do not have any beading needles, you will be needing some sort of tape, and I will show you what to do with this tape just in a minute. I'm going to tell you how many beads you need. So you can make this lizard without the gradient I have put on. So if you don't want the gradient, all the green on here is that many beads you're going to be needing. 6 of your choice colored bead. Unless you want to do a free gradient, I will be showing you how many you need and how you want to make it. If you are making a clear gradient, you will want 7 of your lightest bead. Your second color, you will be needing 10 of your medium color. And for your last color, you'll be needing 11 for your darkest color. Okay, now onto the other colors of your beads. You'll be needing 7 of this color tummy part and this little bead right at the end. You need 12 of your little paw color. For your last color, you will be needing 2 of the eye color. So if you are using tape instead of any other kind of string, first of all, you need to get your thread. I'm going to put him up here, out of the way. You will need to begin your thread and you will need to unravel it. I'd say, sometimes people say wingspan. I would say you will be needing your arm to your armpit on your other arm. You can do a little more if you're unsure. But if you do not have any beads, you can get a little piece of tape, not too much, and you can put it on the end of your string, just like this. Roll it up as small as possible to make it easier to string through. Obviously, as small as possible. I didn't do it very small because I am not going to be doing it, so I'm not going to try. But actually, no, I'm bringing you back. I need you. So we're going to start from here all the way to the bottom. So you will be needing, get your both strings and make sure they meet up. And we're going to be putting our first color on, which is the lightest color of the start of our gradient. And then we are going to put him all the way to the bottom. So now it should look like this. You want to try and keep it as centered as possible. You want to try and keep him as centered as possible. And now we are going to be putting our needles on. Voila! Now, for the first, we are going to be putting our second lightest color on to our beading needle. We do not want to move it from the beading needle. And you want to slip your other beading needle through until it makes like a little X like this. And then you can just thread it through. Make sure it's centered as possible. And there we go. Now, for the next one, we are going to be wanting to put one colored eye, one of our darkest colors. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking. One of our darkest colors, and then our eye once again. And we are going to be doing the exact same thing we just did, putting it through till it makes a little X. And we want to make sure it's even. At one point, you do not have to worry if it's even or not. You just have to worry it's tight. Okay, now we're going to be doing this bit, so we want to put 2 of our darkest color on. We're going to be mostly working with our dark colors from now on. Oh, sometimes it does come undone like that. Don't panic if it's happened. You can tie it to your needle, but personally, I just can't be bothered. And if this happens and it's on your string, just put your string in the opposite direction of the other string that's coming out, like that. I don't know if I explained that right. But there you go. Next, we are going to be doing the arm. So you can put one to the side. So we are going to put our second medium color and our first color on, and we are going to be putting 3 of our pole color on until it looks like this. We are going to put it through the thread and put it all the way down, and we are going to put our needle through the two beads like that. Don't know if you can see, just like that, and we are going to pull it tight. Pull it as tight as you can. There we go. Now we are going to do the exact same thing on the other arm. Our medium color, our lightest color, and 3 of our pole color. We are going to put it through the string once again, and we are going to put our needle through the two of our gradient colors. I'm not sure what to call them. Should I call them base colors? I'll call them base colors. There you go. So now we are moving on to the belly part. So we are going to want to put our darkest base color on one, then our second color, our tummy color, and then we, like that. Put our needle through. Voila. It is basically the same process like this all the way down the stomach. So I will just be showing you how to put the beads on. Darkest color, tummy colors, darkest color. My dog barked outside, I'm very sorry. Just like that. We're going to be doing that one more time. Darkest color, 2 of our tummy color. Oh, and our darkest color once again. Oh, ah! You can also you don't have to do gradients with this. You can do whatever pattern you would like once you are familiar with the pattern. So now we are using our last 2 darkest colors. And and we're going to put them on like this, like the top. Voila. So now we are on to the next legs. We are going to want to, once again, put our other base colors on, and 3 of our pole colors. Once again, we want to put our needle through the 2 base colors and pull it tight. And we will do a repeat on the other leg. I would pull it tight at this point, a little bit tighter, just in case, like that. Okay. Now we are moving on to the last stretch, which is very easy. We are putting 2 of our medium color on. And now it is very easy. We are going to be putting our last 2 medium colors on. And we are going to be putting our lightest color on. And voila! I have cut a lot of extra string, but you want more extra string just in case. So now we will be tying it twice or 3 times. depending on how many you would like to do. Oh, fail. And once you have done that, we will put the nail polish on. But currently I do have my nail polish. I'm sorry. It was right in front of me. So I'm going to do 3 knots. But if you are doing thicker strain, I recommend 2 since you don't want it too bulky. Especially if you're using this type of strain, you do not want to do 2 knots really. Too many, or otherwise it would be too bulky. So now we are going to be putting our nail polish on. Right on that knot. Gloop it on. The only reason we do this is just in case it ever comes undone, or it's just a slightly more secure. Now that will take a moment to dry. Now that will take a moment to dry, but if you would like, you can cut this thing right off. But I like the little tail it leaves like this because of the color I used, so I'm gonna just leave a bit left, and there we go. So now our last step, and then you have your keychain, is you want to get this. You want to separate it, slide your bead onto it, and voila, you have made your own candy keychain lizard. Of course, my lizards aren't very lizard colored. They are very colorful and random, but they are still lizards. I'm pretty sure I'm not really a lizard person, so I'm not actually sure if these are right colors, but I'm pretty sure he's the most normal colored looking one. Anyway, but since this is not real life, you can make it any color you'd like. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let me know if you would like any other tutorials for any other items. I can do any tutorials you'd like, guys. I don't mind. But anyway, happy beading, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!